All right, my friends, welcome to the stream. Hope everyone is doing well. I had plans today to go swimming. Obviously, those plans were literally washed out, and I'll be honest, I'm not in a particularly good mood since I had but the at least half of my day planned. So I thought some music can always cheer me up. Those of you who join me here in the chat, maybe you guys can cheer me up if you're watching this, or you can just watch this and ignore me. Fine, be that way. No, I'm just kidding. So we're going to listen to, I'm just getting set up here, we're going to listen to some music, some new tunes from the YouTube audio library. These are handpicked by me, about a dozen songs, and it usually takes me about an hour or so to go through like the first 30 seconds or a minute of each song, and then I'll go back, and if I like it, I will download the song and make a playlist. So if there's anybody in the chat and is saying hello, in fact, let me get to the chat here in a second. Quails is in the house. Quails, how's my mic? Can you hear me okay? Test. I'm using the new YouTube studio to live stream, so my software tells me the mic is working. Can you hear me okay, Quails? We'll get to the music here in just a minute or so. So obviously this was an unscheduled live event. It's okay. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I don't normally do live streams on Mondays. Then normally on a weekend, Friday or Saturday, sometimes on a Sunday. But like I said, I was in a bad mood. But maybe the music will cheer me up, and maybe you guys can cheer me up. If there's anybody new who's watching this, stop by, and I'll leave my microphone plugged in as we listen to the music. But if you are new to all this and have a question, or maybe you're not new and still have a question about technology or wanted to ask Toss, that's me. That's my nickname here on the channel, Total OS Toss. My real name is Carmine. And so, yeah. All right, it looks like, and if you're curious, if you are new, I'm running something called Ubuntu Mate for Linux, and OBS Studio, you may have heard of it. So I think I got my music player, which is Audacious, ready to go. And let's go ahead and start at the beginning. All right, let's get started with some tunes. Again, I will monitor the chat and keep my mic plugged in. So here's some music. Here's my favorite song coming up, Backwoods Barbecue. Man, if I could play like that, Backwoods Barbecue, wasn't that cool? Jamming with the guitar strings there. Oh yeah, now I'm starting to get hungry. So, anyway, the next song will be Calimba. I feel like a DJ, but that's okay. I have the voice for it. So, Quails says you have a question, if you may. Absolutely, go ahead and type in your question, Quails, and let's continue with the next couple songs here. The next one is Calimba, Calimba, then Casablanca Caravan. The question is on the Mate desktop, how do I get the new sticker? Check the Synaptic Package Manager. It's TICKR. Yeah, TICKR. Okay? All right. Thank you for the question. Let's play some more tunes. All right, that was Casablanca Caravan from the YouTube audio library. I posted a link in the chat, Quails, about that app, the newsfeeder app called Ticker, Tickr. I've been using it for a few years. It seems to work pretty good. It's highly customizable. You can, change how fast or how slow the ticker runs across the screen. But yeah, check it out. So. All right, let's see. Where are we here? Let's go into the next couple tunes. Next song is called Catch Up. Then after that, we'll do a song called High Life. So this is an unscheduled live show because my swimming session today was canceled because of the rain. So maybe the music will cheer me up. All right, I will keep Quails. You are very welcome. So let's go back into the music. I'll monitor the chat. I'll keep the mic plugged in. So let's do some more music. All right, that song was called High Life. So let's go and play the next three songs. Night Driver, Not Impossible, and the last song is Playdate. Actually, I have a confession to make. I'm doing laundry. I need to check the dryer. So again, I will monitor the chat. Anybody new, please do stop in, say hello. If you have a tech question, feel free to ask as we have some fun with some Total OS radio. Okay, back to the music. I'll be back. So a comment by Spin Viking wants to follow the advice of his neighbor, and that advice is to use the Windows machine for gaming and Windows apps, and then use Linux for everything else. Absolutely. If you're into games, like a lot of people are, and that's what Windows was really made for, gaming and Windows apps. So everything else, use Linux. You can play games in Linux, of course, but if you want a nice variety and avoid any possible, bugs or glitches with graphics drivers and all that, I would probably stick with Windows for now. Okay, let's go to what's the next song? Playdate. So let's do a playdate. There was an article this past week on why it's still not the year of the Linux desktop. Maybe we'll make that topic the next Linux A-Team Live, why it's still not the year of the Linux desktop and why it doesn't really matter. So, yeah, maybe we'll make that the next topic. So, all right, let's go on to the next three songs as we get closer to the end here. My laundry is just about done, so let's go ahead. The next three songs will be Satisfaction Guaranteed, Sweet Release, and Take Your Time. Ooh la la. Okay, some more music. I'll be here. All right, that was Take Your Time. Hello, Farron. Farron OS is in the house. We have a couple songs left before I need to wrap this up for today. So the question is, who's seen the all-new design, trash design? You mean the Mac OS redesign? I don't know. I haven't seen it. I don't have a Mac, at least not yet. I'll have to take a look at it. Yeah, I have no idea. I know they have a new MacBook Air, 13-inch, starting at about $999, which is more reasonable. Actually, I was talking to one of my cousins Saturday. She was thinking about buying a Mac. She has a 10-year-old Dell that will not support Windows 10, so she needs to upgrade. So anyway, yeah, I don't know anything about the new Mac OS redesign. I'll have to do some research. So okay, so let's go ahead and finish up with the next two songs. Thanks to everyone who joined in. Those of you who watched this later, thank you. As a reminder, those of you who are on the PayPal or Patreon mailing list, do check your emails. We will probably have another private chat this Friday evening. Those are always fun to do. And we even get into some adult themes, adult jokes off the air, of course. So thank you for your support for keeping the live shows alive. All right, so the next two songs are Winner, Winner, Funky Chicken Dinner. Hey, don't ask. I thought the title was cool. Then the last song will be With a Rose in Your Teeth. That's actually a pretty title. So let's play the next two songs, and then we'll wrap it up. I will mute my mic, and yeah. So I hope the music was good. Ron says good music. Thank you. Yeah, it's just one of those days. Half of my day was ruined. I wanted to go swimming. I'm in a bad mood. Well, I'm in a better mood now. But anyway. Hello, Carlos. Welcome to the live stream. I hope you are doing well, sir. Okay, let's play the next two songs, and then we'll wrap it up. With a Rose in Your Teeth was the name of that song. Beautiful, pretty song. It has a romantic Latin European flavor to it. I feel like I'm on a boat when I hear that, like in Sicily or something. Anyway, we've been listening to some Total OS Radio, new tunes from the YouTube audio library. So I'll give this a few more minutes and we'll wrap it up here. So let's see. Carlos says, Tim Cook did say that Apple plans to release some new Intel Macs. So there's that. But yeah, eventually will be ARM only. I thought I did see something like that. Or read something like that. So yeah. One of these days I'll buy a Mac. Thank you, Carlos. Yeah, the last song did have a dinner type setting. Like you're sitting down, maybe in Italy, in Portofino, or somewhere by the ocean. Maybe in Spain or whatever. But yeah, these are just tunes I picked up from the YouTube audio library. Like I said, my swim day was washed out literally by the rain. It put me in a bad mood. But I feel a little better now. It's always, music can be soothing. Chatting with friends here on the chat on YouTube can be a form of therapy, I guess. It would have been nice to go swimming today, but I guess I'll do it next time. So it is what it is. All right, so any other questions or comments before we wrap it up? My laundry is all done, and yeah, I need to take out the garbage. When is the next live show? Carlos, I don't know. Friday nights we normally do private chat, so if those of you who are on the PayPal or Patreon mailing list, those of you, basically people who support the channel, you're automatically invited to a show, whether it's in private, recorded, or live. I don't do a lot of live shows, Carlos, because they don't help the channel in terms of revenue. The AdSense revenue for the live shows, at least for this channel, is pretty bad. It doesn't help. It doesn't help pay the bills or cover new equipment, so I have to rely on supporters for the channel, at least for the live shows. When I don't do live shows and do other than live, then the AdSense, I get some AdSense, but other than that, but that's why I don't do a lot of live shows. But anyway, I've been doing a few live shows Saturday mornings, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, or 9:30 p.m. New York, or I'm sorry, 9:30 a.m. in the morning, 9:30 a.m. in the morning. I may do one of those this Saturday morning for our friends in different time zones. But I think the next Linux 8 team the topic will be, it's not the year of the Linux desktop, and it won't matter. I just don't know when that will be. That will be live, but I just don't know when. Ron says, the problems with capitalism. Well, Ron, it's changing times. It's part of it is obviously this year, the last 3 or 4 months with the pandemic, and what's been going on with furloughs and layoffs, and it's not easy. It wasn't this hard in the past, but just like many other YouTubers, I've had to make adjustments. So the live shows are fun, no question. They are the most fun thing that I do. But if it can't pay the bill or cover the equipment, then it's yeah. So those of you who support the channel, I'm just going to say thank you and just leave it there. If you want to support the channel, there are links below down in the show notes. Just go to patreon.com/TOS today, or paypal.me/TOS today. And that helps support the channel live shows. And those of you who support the channel, you will get an email invitation to a live show or a private chat. It Ain't Easy by Three Dog Night, Ron says. Yeah, I remember Three Dog Night as a kid. Mama told me to come home, liar. One is the loneliest boy. All those songs I remember as a kid. Classic songs. I'm on the road to Shambhala. That sounds like an OS. Shambhala OS. I have no idea what Shambhala means. But I do remember Three Dog Night. Yeah. Anyway. All right, guys, this was fun. Hopefully I'll catch you on the next one. Again, these were songs from the YouTube audio library that I picked today during my swim rain out. Man, that just bummed me out. But Ben says Shambhala is a Hindu thing. I don't know. Now you got me curious. I'll have to look at. Yeah, sorry, Ben. Yeah, this was an unscheduled live event. I was planning on going swimming, and it's been storming all day, and it put me in the bad mood. But now I'm in a better mood. So you can replay this. I don't know what else to call it. Total OS Radio. These are just new tunes from the YouTube audio library. They're brand new, at least for us. So I had picked about a dozen of these, put them in a playlist, and I played them. So yeah, feel free to play these back. They're free to download from the YouTube audio library. It's all good. And those of you who are on the PayPal or Patreon mailing list, check your emails, and we'll have a chat. Maybe we should be good for this Friday night coming up. Thank you. Be safe out there. Stay dry in the rain. And I'll catch you on the next one. Arrivederci.